don't even get a chance to scream, not really. Hands clamp onto your skull, tight like a vice, and you know whatever's coming isn't going to be gentle. You blink, doesn't help. You squeeze your eyes shut, but they're pried open anyway. Then, that moment. Jesus, not a sharp stab, nothing so clean. Just this awful growing pressure, like something burrowing behind your eye, rooting around for a way out. It's a pushing, a scraping, a sick sort of invasion. And then, bam, darkness. Everything is just gone. Yeah, that's eye-gouging. It's not just torture. It's personal, humiliating. The kind of violence that's been around forever. Babylon, Greece, Rome, you name it. They did it to punish, sure, but also to wipe out someone's power. Take away their future. Strip them of identity, right there in front of everyone. Killing? Nah, sometimes that was too quick. This was about sending a message. You won't see. You won't rule. You don't count anymore. This brutal little trick shows up all over ancient Babylonian law, Greek punishment codes, and medieval religious rules. Sometimes it was for treason, sometimes adultery, and sometimes just pure petty revenge. It didn't matter why. The end result, always the same. Someone left alive, barely. Not just blind, but destroyed, humiliated. And in public too, which was the point. Losing your eyes wasn't just about not seeing. It was about being marked, shamed, and knocked off your pedestal. Take Emperor Constantine VI from Byzantium, 8th century, a guy who really should have watched his back. Guess who betrayed him? His own mom, Empress Irene. Ouch. Power shifted. She decided her son wasn't fit to rule, so she had his eyes gouged out. Not in some back alley either, but smack in the middle of the palace. The screams supposedly echoed down marble hallways. He died a few days later. Irene? She just snatched the throne. Eye-gouging wasn't just about getting info. It was a political move. A way to get rid of a rival, but keep your hands clean. In some cultures, killing a king was a no-go. But blinding, that knocked him out of the game. No more leading, reading, or ruling. Medieval Europe was no stranger to this either. Rebels, traitors, anyone who made the wrong enemy. Look at William Wallace. Yeah, Braveheart was real, and the English made sure he couldn't inspire anyone after they were done. Eyes were gouged before execution, not just for death, but for humiliation. Crush the leader, and you crush the movement. That was the logic, and it didn't stop with kings and warriors. Middle East, Asia, regular folks got it too. Thieves, suspected spies, prisoners of war. Some got iron clamps around the head. Some were forced to stare at the sun until their eyes basically melted. Seriously, how messed up is that? And others just had someone's thumbs shoved right in. No painkillers, no mercy. Just the slow, choking terror of knowing the last thing you'll ever see is your torturer's face. And here's the part that's really going to mess with your head. This stuff didn't disappear with the knights and castles. Nope. 20th century, Rwanda, Cambodia, the Balkans. Eye-gouging as part of genocides and ethnic cleansing. Survivors talk about it. Not to kill, just to maim. To make you a warning, a walking threat. Look what happens if you cross us. That kind of thing. Even now, in some gangs, it's still a thing. Screw up, disrespect the wrong guy. Well, enjoy your new view. Of nothing. But why the eyes? Why not, like, cut off a finger or something? Because your eyes, man, that's who you are. The windows to the soul thing isn't just poetry. Lose your eyes, you lose your connection. You lose the ability to see beauty, danger, friends, enemies, everything. Take that away, and you haven't just hurt someone. You've erased them. This wasn't just punishment, it was domination. Psychological warfare. Victims lived, sure, but they weren't really living anymore. They walked around as living reminders, monuments to pain and humiliation. So, honest question. Would you rather die or live out your days in darkness, knowing someone took your sight just to prove a point? Which is actually worse. And yeah, if this stuff keeps you up at night and you want more of the weird, brutal side of history, hit the like, smash subscribe, and come back for another round. Appreciate you watching. Don't have nightmares. Or, maybe do.